Men in their 40s, what's one piece of advice for men in their 20s? Story 1. Learning to postpone gratification is key. Important goals like building wealth, advancing your career, nurturing relationships, maintaining fitness, and enhancing intelligence grow in small steps. Initially, progress may seem slow, but consistency pays off over time. Story 2. Spend time with your parents. Before you know it, they will start getting old. They will get sick. They will start forgetting. They might not even remember your face one day. They will die. It will break your fucking heart. Story 3. Moisturize, wear sunscreen and sunglasses. Protect your skin and eyes. Buy good shoes, good tires, and good mattresses. Protect your body with what goes between the earth and it. Eat healthy, a balanced diet, minimum junk, and don't smoke or drink. At least not as much as I did. And exercise. Anything. Walk, hike, weights, etc. Protect the inside of your body. You can save all the money you want, but taking care of your body is an investment in your future self. Edit. I'll add on to this as a coverall. Get an annual physical and listen to your doctor. Story 4. Don't get too stressed about finding the one. You've still got plenty of learning to do, and it's very easy to quickly get settled with a partner that's not a perfect fit for you. If you genuinely want to find a partner to share the rest of your life with, then they will have to be someone you adore and desire, and be someone you can really see yourself getting old with. If not, don't be surprised if there is trouble ahead. Story 5. Get a handle on your emotional state. Learn to feel it, learn to identify it, learn to talk about it. Learning to do it later is really hard work. Be assertive about whether you want kids, and be prepared to lose love if you or your partner has to compromise on it. If you know you're not cut out for it, don't let someone tell you you are just to fill a blank in a story they told themselves when they were 6. Story 6. Look after your teeth. Don't smoke. Don't be afraid of expressing emotion to your parents. Having children is the biggest commitment you'll ever make. Learn a musical instrument and put time into a hobby. Be aware of your own emotions. Perspective is everything. Oh, one piece of advice. Too late now. Story 7. You know that girl you have been with for years. The one that is there for you no matter how many times you fuck up. The girl that stood up for you to her family and friends. That girl that had lots of choices, but for some reason she chose you. The one that you think is boring, and there are lots of girls that give you all kinds of attention. The one that knows all your demons and still loves you. Don't cheat on her. Don't look her in the eyes every day and lie. Don't break the one person that was your rock. Don't throw everything away over a piece of ass. It will have repercussions for years. It will eat at you. You will lie awake at night sounding crazy responding to Reddit posts. Story 8. Try and avoid excess and obsessiveness. Seek balance in all things. Take time for your elders. Listen to them. And remember they were once your age. Take into account you may one day be in their place. Consider the perspective. Respect women, other men, and children, and don't be a selfish, self-centered prick. You are not God's gift. Story 9. When you hear the expression, kids grow up so fast, it's literal. When you have kids, spend all the time you can with them. They really do grow up so fast. One day when you pick your kid up, you're going to put them down for the last time because they've gotten too heavy and they've grown out of it. I wanted to take my daughter to the park this weekend, but she's going into pre-teens and the park is boring now. Story 10. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Do one form of exercise a day. If you are not doing anything, do anything. Just do it. Start with 3 push-ups per day if you need to. Build to 3x15 sets of push-ups and squats, and work in some cardio. Any cardio. You can live in a car and still do this. Just do it. Just this microscopic positive commitment to yourself will filter into every other facet of your life, including self-esteem, focus, clearing your mind. This half an hour of me time will become sacred. You will regret it if you don't. Remember, you don't do things when you are finally motivated. You become motivated when you finally do things. Story 11. If you've got one foot in your past and one foot in your future, you're going to piss all over your present. You won't be the same person in 20 years. Neither will your friends and any partners you have or will have. But you can make a good foundation for who you will be. Don't smoke. Don't drink. Keep yourself in shape. Learn to be present. Accept life on life's terms instead of your own. And take care of yourself mentally and emotionally. Story 12. Guy in his mid-40s here. This is just my opinion based on my own experiences, not here to fight anyone. Friend-zoned is not a thing. Be a friend or don't. If you want something else, then make a move or move on. Learn to accept rejection. Is not a big deal. Make a move and hope for the best. But learn to not insist any further if they say no. While in doubt, just leave. It's 2024. If she wanted, she would. If she is playing games, then leave. Have fun. Travel if possible. And allow yourself some careless moments. But get your Eshe *T together before your mid-20s. You don't have to be wealthy or have figured everything out, but you have to at least have a realistic idea or what you want to do for a living and other adulting stuff. You don't need to get married just yet, but also don't be that guy that plays with others' emotions and then uses the excuse of, I am not ready for a relationship shortly after getting laid. If you just want to get laid, that's okay. Either pay for it one way or another or find someone that also wants meaningless fun. Don't go around hurting the ones that want to settle down. You don't need stuff you can't afford, like that fancy car or a bunch of game consoles. Gaming, porn, CrossFit, your job, and vaping should not be your whole personality. Keep your expectations realistic. Just because your mom and friends think you got a chance with that hot chick you follow on Instagram, it doesn't mean you actually do. Ask females you know and trust, and who are not related to you for honest feedback on what to wear and dating situations, and don't fight them if you don't like what they have to say. The sooner you learn what works for you when it comes to attire and how to interact, the better you will do in life when it comes to said interactions. Story 13, life is for living, so live it. Moderation is the key. And read a chapter of Marcus Aurelius, The Meditations, every day. Put an end once for all to this discussion of what a good man should be, and be one. Keep this thought handy when you feel a bit of rage coming on. It isn't manly to be enraged. Rather, gentleness and civility are more human, and therefore manlier. A real person doesn't give way to anger and discontent, and such a person has strength, courage, and endurance. Unlike the angry and complaining, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Story 14. Live well below your paycheck when it comes to housing. Don't bother with designer names and trinkets of perceived wealth. Life is real short. Take all that excess money and do things, have experiences, buy toys like dirt bikes, e-bikes, or whatever gets you out and having fun. Put cardio on your daily or bi-daily routine. Older you get, harder it is to stay in shape. Don't take life too seriously. Don't argue, if anything, debate. Don't make a job your life. A career isn't as rewarding as living life, not shackled to a job. Avoid manual labor at all cost. There's no sense in destroying your body for the pathetic wages any of those fields pay, unless you don't want to be very mobile later in life. Story 15. Join a martial arts gym. Learning to fight is great for your self-esteem, and it's a real easy way to socialize and make friends. Great for staying in shape as well, the perfect hobby in my opinion. If you want kids, prepare for a lot of sacrifice. Don't put it all on your wife. Be as good of a father as you can be, except that you aren't going to have time to travel or play video games or party or be on Discord late with your buddies. If you can't handle this, wait to have kids until you can. Work really hard to establish your career in your 20s so that you enjoy the benefits in your 30s. I have a work-from-home software dev job that makes 6 figures. Getting here was hard, especially with no degree. But now that I'm here, life is sweet. Similarly, if you're making good money, invest early. Compound interest means the sooner you invest, the more wealth you'll build. Take advantage of 401k match and Roth IRA tax advantage. After that, find a good mutual fund to throw savings into. Stay out of debt. A good life is taken, not given. Don't wait for fortune to fall into your lap. Be active in forging the life you want. Story 16. I am a man in my 50s and regret most of the advice I gave in my 40s. So here's my new advice. Anytime you are not sure what to do next, the correct answer is get some exercise. It's healthy. It gets rid of inertia. It helps with depression. It often leads to social interactions, and good ideas come to you while your brain is oxygenated. This may seem like bad advice for a 20-year-old, but the point is that you need to carry those healthy habits into your 40s, which will come faster than you know. You won't be cute anymore, and if you think no one cares about you now, it will be tenfold when you get older. That's why you need to become an expert at taking care of you. Story 17. Everyone's unique, just like everyone else. Building on this thought, think of yourself first, and the fact that you are who you're supposed to be will come around. Improve what you don't like about yourself, and don't mind others' opinion. The only one who has a say in it is you. Then try to understand the only thing you can control in your life is you and your action. Whatever happens around you, you should think what you can do and how you can act to be the best version of yourself, no matter the opinions of others. And being the best version of yourself, for yourself, will have deep impact upon the lives of the people that really matter around you. You'll become the better friend, husband, wife, father, mother, and so, just by working on yourself, people that matter will love and appreciate you more and more because of it. The others will disappear from your life, and that's okay. Not everyone's meant to stay forever. Learn a craft and find a hobby. Whatever they are, they will improve your vision of life. Treat everyone as an equal and with respect. Be there for others and help them as much as you can, and don't expect anything in return. it'll come back to you tenfold. Find the happiness in little things. Believe me, nothing is trivial. Sorry for rambling. I wish I knew these back when I was young and dumb. I hope it helps. Story 18. Consistency and self-awareness/desire to learn in all pursuits. Fitness, health, education, career, socializing, both friends and dating, fashion, etc. There is nothing in life that you can't improve, generally, if you keep at it and seek to learn from those that either naturally are better or have done the learning before you. But it takes hard work. Take care of your teeth. Stop drinking so much. Lower your sugar and junk food intake. Your body will pay for it later if you indulge too much in your 20s. That said, have fun. Story 19. Be teachable. Find someone that believes in you and can push and motivate you to keep after the things you want to keep after. There will be hard days, and coming home to someone that knows how to keep you focused on the end goal is helpful and beneficial. If you feel the universe pushing you towards something, it very well could be the open door you've been hoping to stumble across. Story 20. If you love playing sports and are able to keep playing sport, pick or move into a career based on what you love to do, what you are good at, what has good job prospects, and what will provide you the life you want to live. Buy property as soon as possible. Do whatever you need to do within the law to achieve this. Property has 5x in value where I live in this time frame. Story 21. Network, both professionally and personally. In business, it's not who you are, it's who you know. In personal life, most people are introduced to their future spouse by someone they know. Also, your friends are going to meet a spouse someday. Get married, have kids, etc. They will spend less time with you. That's life. Don't be mad, jealous, or sad. Be happy about life. The thing is, the older you get, the harder it is to meet people. So meet people when you're young. Story 22. Don't just plan the career, plan the retirement. So much emphasis is on the career and it becomes your identity. I am a software engineer, I am a teacher, I am a nurse. We hear people talk about retirement and how much money is needed, but the hardest part is identifying what type of retirement you want. My first attempt at retiring ended with me back in the office in a couple of months because I was bored. Over the next few years, I thought a lot about what I wanted out of retirement, and as of May this year, I retired again. We sold everything and bought a sailboat in Greece and have been living on it and touring the country. If I hadn't gone back to work and made a plan for retirement, I would surely be racing to an early death, eating terrible foods, and sitting in front of Netflix for 16 hours a day. Story 23. Image only matters as far as people see. You have to live with what you become under it. The best reason to do things you don't like to do is to practice and get better at them. Repetition is the key to mastering anything. If you want to know how to approach any situation or need help with anything, respecting the old heads of that discipline can get you the hidden tricks, but not always the best methods. Being a masculine role model isn't about being a tough person, doing strong things, or being a badass. It's about getting things done for the sake of your family. Anyone asking, why should I have to, is a sorry excuse for a provider because the reason is someone did for you to help you grow. And if they didn't for you, then being a real provider means you learn how to do it for the people that depend on you. Because that's what being a strong figure and provider is, setting the stage so those that learn from you can fly. Story 24. Your 20s is the time to figure out a sustainable diet and exercise routine for the rest of your life. You want to maintain a healthy weight for your height, as well as a healthy body composition with a decent amount of muscle. It will pay dividends for your quality of life as you get older. And it's far easier to maintain than it is to go from fat and out of shape to in shape. Don't neglect cardio either. In your 20s, you're at your body's peak of testosterone production as well. This is the easiest time you'll ever have getting in shape in the first place. Story 25. If you want to get married, have kids, travel, party your ass off, bang all of the women, buy your dream car, have as much fun as you can, and then do the marriage kid thing in your 30s. Life comes with increasing responsibilities and expenses. You may never have more free time or disposable income than when you're single in your 20s. Story 26. Figure out what you want and who you are. Then learn how to accept and love yourself before you try to love another person. Pretending you're something or someone you're not may get a mate and friends to love that person. But it's not you. If you're wearing a mask and people love the mask, you're stuck wearing it forever. Story 27. All that money you are spending on things other than food and rent, don't spend it. Invest it. Whatever hobby you actually enjoy, spend all of your time skilling that up. Ignore the women and sex and pleasures that you are primed to get into and focus on you. If you have found your career, put all of your effort into learning everything you can from everyone you can. If you have phrases like, it's not my job, why should I? Or it's not my fault, delete them from your vocabulary. Story 28. I turned 40 soon. My advice still counts. The only real meaningful advice you can someone in their teen/early 20s is advice they never listen to. I didn't, nobody ever does, and it's not really advice either, but IT goes really quickly. After your mid-20s and especially your 30 ES, the years blast past. Go traveling for an extended period now if you can afford it. You probably won't get many better chances, and your tolerance for any discomfort is at its highest now, so get on with it. Story 29. When you visit a place, take a moment to note that it will never be like this again. I went to so many places that are totally changed, invariably not for the better, and regret not appreciating what I was seeing. I'm only paraphrasing Heraclitus. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. Story 30, my dudes. It's really easy to settle into a sedentary lifestyle. Fight this every way you can, within reason. Your body can handle a lot of crap you throw at it in your 20s that it will make you regret in your 40s. Find a balance with sitting all the time. Your legs, your knees, and your back will thank you later. It won't feel like you're doing anything positive. You'll feel invincible right now, but it will come back to haunt you later if you take that for granted.